Hello Woody people, happy Saturday, and this week on Worldwide Videos we are talking about our methods to combat stress. And as Kathleen said, this is a very topical issue because final season is coming up, and to be perfectly honest, I'm not the best person to talk to when it comes to managing stress because I am a terrible example, or at least I was, especially in grade 12. But now that I have left high school and have taken a year off to kind of chill, I can maybe impart a little bit of advice on what not to do and alternatives for being as stressed out and crazy as I was during high school. So because I'm a performer and particularly a musician, music has always been something that has been really helpful to me when I am stressing out hardcore. During high school, I was lucky enough to be part of a lot of clubs and after-school activities that involved music and singing. So whenever I could come to stage band and belt out a bunch of cool songs or go to choir practice and just hear really nice harmonies, I was always really grateful for it. And even more recently, as I was getting ready to do piano auditions for university, I would often play more casual songs in between doing these crazy classical ones, just so I could calm down and take a breath and like enjoy music. When you're pursuing arts in a more professional sense, it's important to remember that it's supposed to be a creative outlet and kind of fun. It's not crying music, it's playing music, so you have to kind of enjoy yourself as much as you can under the circumstances. And even listening to music does a lot of the same things. Right before my auditions, I would listen to Sarah Slean because her songs are very chill and nice. And I love arrangements of stuff, whether it's instrumental or vocal. When I listen to a really complicated, pretty piece of music, I'm so much happier. There's just so many cool things to listen for, and it's a really nice distraction when you have something like an essay looming over your head. Another thing I like to do that's kind of a nice middle ground between distracting yourself but also focusing on what you gotta do is making to-do lists. I'm not sure what it is about looking at a visual list, but it kind of makes me feel like everything's not just completely in my head and I don't have to worry about forgetting something. Looking at it is just like, okay, I know I have this done and I can check it off. Checking stuff off of a list feels so good. So that's something that I love doing, so you should do that. Another thing that I think people underestimate the importance of, especially when it comes to stress, is sleep. Nobody gets enough sleep these days, and it's so bad. And when you just go to bed and sleep for 9 hours and don't think about anything, waking up, the whole world seems like way more manageable. Sleep is a beautiful, wonderful thing, and I think everyone, especially people in like high school and university, need more sleep. And the last thing I want to talk about, which just kind of relates to that, is taking a moment for yourself. Because as humans, we need to realize that we can't be just go all the time. We need to chill, because no grade is more important than your mental health. It really just isn't. You also gotta realize that sometimes it's okay to fail. I think an important part of the learning process is realizing that despite all of your best efforts, you might not be able to succeed all the time. It might seem like the end of the world if the relationship doesn't work out, or you fail the test, or even if you fail the whole course. But I think that life happens to you, and good things will happen to you despite yourself, if you know what I mean. Obviously, you have to work as hard as you possibly can for everything if you want to succeed, and you can't just expect things to come showering down on you. But you're also human, so take a pill. I think as long as you're not doing something that's totally gonna ruin your life, you're probably okay. Although I'm not saying you should do this if you're like impoverished or you have a disease or something. I'm not just gonna be like the person to tell you, be positive, it's okay to fail. I'm talking mostly to privileged people, like myself. I think that's about it for me this week, Witty people, but let me know down in the comments below what you thought of this advice, and if you agree with it. If you'd like to keep up to date with all things Worldwide Videos, feel free to give us a like on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Tumblr. I hope you have a lovely week, Witty people, and good luck with finals and exams if you're doing them. I will see you next Saturday. Bye!